What if Mike Trout and Bryce Harper were teammates? It could have happened if the Washington Nationals knew in 2009 what we all know now about Trout, a surefire Hall of Famer. The Nationals had back-to-back number one overall picks in the 2009 and 2010 MLB draft. But instead of drafting Trout, the Nationals selected Stephen Strasburg in 2009, and then they took Harper in 2010. So why Strasburg and not Trout? Strasburg was a star. He was an NCAA National Pitcher of the Year, a 13-1 record, a 1.32 ERA at San Diego State. He had the triple-digit fastball, size, strength, and poise that made him the complete package. He was a seemingly perfect fit for a Nationals team that ranked near the bottom of the league in ERA for several years. But why wasn't Trout higher on draft boards? The Nats were not the only team that passed on him. The majority of baseball did, drafted 25th overall. Trout did have the speed, athleticism, attitude, upside, and could even throw 90 on the mound. But he did not have the location. Not with his fastball, but where he was born, in New Jersey, where rainfall is higher than the national average, and lots of rainouts led to fewer games, which means scouts were less likely to show up, and they under-scouted Mike Trout. He was considered more of a middle infielder, a Craig Biggio type, and there were some concerns about his bat, which Trout would prove woefully wrong and quickly. Strasburg and Trout both made their first All-Star appearance in 2012, a year in which Trout also won the Rookie of the Year and finished second in MVP voting. He had one of the best rookie seasons in Major League Baseball history. He had 326, 49 stolen bases, 30 home runs. And Strasburg's 2012, that was good too. 15-6, 3.16 ERA, but he was already coming off Tommy John surgery back in 2010. He barely pitched in 2011 and was shut down in the 2012 season, did not pitch in the playoffs when the Nationals lost to the Cardinals in 5 games. The Nationals made the controversial decision to value Strasburg's future rather than pitching at the end of the season. Overall, Strasburg has had only 1 year where he made at least 30 starts and 1 year where he pitched over 200 innings. His 2018 ended up with him back on the disabled list. Meanwhile, Trout has been an All-Star 6 times since 2012. He's been named the AL MVP twice. His .571 slugging percentage, the highest of any active player, and he ranks second among active players in on-base percentage at .416. Strasburg has made 3 All-Star games, finished third in the 2017 Cy Young Award race, but staying healthy, being on the field, has been a major problem. So what happens if the Nationals pick Trout instead of Strasburg and follow that up with drafting Bryce Harper like they did the following year? Would the Nationals have won a World Series by now, or at least their first playoff win since relocating from Montreal? The answer has to be yes. Think back to the 2012 postseason. Washington was an out away from advancing to the NLCS before everything completely fell apart. They gave up 4 runs in the 9th in a colossal meltdown. Trout, if he's on that team, he puts that game or he helps put the series away before it goes 5 games. Or how about 2015? The Nationals missed the playoffs completely, mainly because they were 8-11 against their division rival, the Mets, who eventually went on to lose in the World Series that year. Let's swap out the WAR of Trout in 2015, 9.4, and Strasburg, 1.9. The Nationals would narrowly have pushed past the Mets and made the playoffs and perhaps make it to the World Series. And imagine Trout on the Nationals with Harper. Think all-time great duos, Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris, Barry Bonds, Bobby Bonilla, Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, Gary Sheffield, Andruw Jones. The nicknames are endless: Fire and Ice, Thunder and Lightning, Bash Brothers 2.0. If Trout and Harper were teammates in 2015, the year they both hit 40 home runs, Imagine facing them in the same lineup. It would have been a nightmare for pitchers. Stephen Strasburg has been great for Washington when he's healthy, but his impact pales in comparison to a lineup that would have featured Trout and Harper, changing the Nationals' place in the National League. Instead of being a team that underdelivers time and time again in the postseason, the Nationals could have been the team holding the trophy.